any given Sunday magic.
About her. Petty, don't matter. Far as that teller, I pray to God they rattle tattle. Hey, what's a rapper? I started off that, now I'm better. I get capital. I help my people to get cheddar. I do business. Look here, stay out my business. I'm so iceberg slimish, stainless, not a blemish. I should've been to prison. No boy remorse, no cases pinned. I got the rolling flooded, soaking wet, but ain't been swimming. I'm the man now, ain't I?
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Washington Commanders and the Indianapolis Colts. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Howell, first play, going to throw it. Throw left side, complete. That's Thomas. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Robinson up the middle. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Robinson toss play left side. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
Hal down to throw it. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
On 3rd down, Robinson. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there, good for a Washington 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
That's straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. With a play fake, and now here's Hal to throw it. And he lost the football, and the Colts pick it up. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of a game has a mental image of how they expect it to go, and I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control, and that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Yep, foiled the whole plan there, turned the ball over. And he's going to get this down near the 25. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Chase Young able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 14. A gain there of 21 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Jamin Davis there to bring him down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Ryan. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Just. The 40, the 30, 10. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And some room to maneuver. And all the way down to the 35. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. The Colts now at 2-5 to start play. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
From the 31, Ryan rolling to his right. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Taylor. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Taylor. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Touchdown, Colts! Alec Pierce, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. And oh, it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And he gets it past the 30, but not much further than that. And the extra point attempt snuffed down.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Robinson with another carry. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Howell trying to pick it up on 3rd. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Howell. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Grover Stewart getting in there for the sack. He was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Out of the gun, it's Howell. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 34-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Going right back to Dotson. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Let's go.
And Howell will throw it. Hitting Samuel on the slant. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Here's Howell. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Robinson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr. with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is up to 8. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But a throw for Pittman is intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Handoff now to Robinson. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Again, it's Robinson. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Howell from the gun. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted.
Picked up by Kenny Moore.
And the Colts force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the...
And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Brian Robinson Jr.
with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game.
And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
This fielded right at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. Got a man complete. It's Taylor. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Ryan. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. William Jackson with a pick. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A three-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no three-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On third down, Ryan. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 33.
That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
No sweat from Montez Sweat that time as he makes that stop look easy.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now Ryan.
The toss here completed to Pittman. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Ryan. And he whips that one incomplete there.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Colts are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
This time, the extra point up and good. And that makes it 24-13.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line.
You ain't going nowhere.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the...
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 78 yards.
And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Play action, Ryan. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 36. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now Howell. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. They go play action now. Ryan. And my goodness, another interception. And now off to the races down the right side.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the second half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that throw there is just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
3rd quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
To throw is Ryan. Right side complete. That's Woods. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
59, ready.
They'll run for it. It's Taylor.
And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. And here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down.
And he's got Pierce. And the Colts are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 3rd and goal, Ryan.
Looking end zone, and he's got his man. It's Woods. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Colts are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And Gibson decides against bringing it out. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but
The turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think that you might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Robinson up the middle. 80 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. That good for 22 and a first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football, because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And they will take a knee here. The last two plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. And they'll indeed take a knee.
So a victory here for the Commanders. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all